What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how y'all doing? Cosmic Carry here, rolling out my E75. And it's actually been a long time since I have talked into a microphone, because I was on holiday for 2 weeks in Croatia, and all of the vids that you saw were pre-uploaded before I went. So it's actually been quite a while since I've done this, and I'm somewhat nervous. Just a tad, just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit. But anyhow, and my cat is here, you can hear him in the background. Apologies if you can hear background. Go away, cat. This is a very important vid. And don't chew on the wire to the mic, you bastard. But this is a very important vid. It's not an important vid. What vid is important? Please. Come on now. There's no vid that's important. I don't know. Anyhow, so while I was away, in Croatia, I did manage to make a vid while I was in Croatia, and that was the SNAKEBITE vid, where I declared pardon me, where I declared I'm not going to buy the SNAKEBITE tank, due to the fact that there was a 2-week period between the most expensive package being sold and the cheapest, and I always buy the cheapest. I don't need the most expensive. I'm not going to fork out tons of money for tanks, and unless it's a motherland. Pardon me. Oh, what's up with my throat? But yeah, so I did. They had this change in pricing policy at Wargaming, and they decided to dip their toe, try out the environment. Let's see if this works. What's the feedback gonna be like? And it was mostly negative. It was mostly negative. And my vid with regards to the SNAKEBITE got quite a few views. It got like, I don't know, it's like just over 2K views and quite a few likes. That's more important. It got them more so likes than the norm when it comes to my videos. So there was a lot of support in what I was saying. This is wrong. This is kind of greedy. This is really mean. And it shouldn't be fair that the people that have the most amount of money get a tank first. And the cheap bastards like myself. I'm not a cheap bastard. It's just I have common sense. What do I need to buy the most expensive? What do I need extra equipment for, and premium days, and I don't need any extra money. I don't need to be spending unnecessary money that does not need to be spent on World of Tanks. I spend enough money on World of Tanks, and a few other YouTubers kind of agreed with me, and I posted this on the forums and blah 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 blah. And there was a change in thinking, because the next premium tank that's coming out is the T-34-88, and there's a 3-day gap, between the most expensive tank being sold, package being sold, and the cheapest. So it went from 2 weeks down to 3 days. So, was that down to my vid? Was that down to the negative feedback? Was that... I haven't got a clue. They're not going to say, it was that Cosmic Gary saw his vid, and, who the hell knows? I don't have a big head, and etc, etc. But I felt kind of proud. I felt kind of chuffed that, I was making this stand. It was wrong. In my opinion, it was wrong. And I said, no vid, no purchase. I'm not going to buy the tank. But... But what happens, the SNAKEBITE tank is pretty decent. It's pretty good. I've watched a few vids. Some people are hating on it, because, I don't know, I don't think they know how to play the thing. Not used to light tanks, blah, blah, blah. And, I think it's pretty decent. It's worth the buy. It's one of the must-buys, so to speak, in World of Tanks. But I decided not to buy it, didn't I? So I feel like I'm missing out. I don't feel like a loser, but I don't necessarily feel like a winner in this situation. I took a stand, and we kind of got the result. And I say we, because it is a we situation. I made the vid, the no SNAKEBITE vid. It was a protest vid. you know, lighters in the air. It was a protest vid, but you know, a vid is just a vid. You know, you need people behind it. You need lots of comments, lots of likes, lots of views, and for it to be shared. So it is a, you know, we did it kind of thing. You know, whatever our effect was. Let's say we did have some kind of effect, because bottom line, they changed it from 2 weeks to 3 days. But bottom line, I don't necessarily feel like a winner because I'm not getting a tank. You know, so I'm here to ask you guys permission. Can I get this tank? Pretty please, with sugar on top. Can I get the snakebite vid? Would I be a hypocritical arsehole if I went ahead and got this tank, even though in the vid I said, you know, no, I'm not getting this tank, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it, I'm not getting it. But we kind of accomplished what we set out to do. You know, the 2-week policy got changed. So I'd like to get the tank. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, etc, etc. I guess if I get a bunch of dislikes for this vid, yeah. So I know lately my uploads have been sporadic, and that's because I have returned from holiday, and this kind of happens every single year. I return from holiday and I do kind of lose my mojo. You know, there is a certain skill level when it comes to playing World of Tanks, even though loads of people, you know, it's just a video game. No, you do lose your mojo somewhat, and I kind of every year it's kind of the same. I need to roll out in some OP machines, and it kind of builds your confidence back up, and you remember how to play, etc, etc. And it's like, oh, okay, you know, how Stella's got to get her groove back, you know. But yeah, and gameplay up on screen is me, my E75. This is one of those OP tanks. Me attempting to get my groove back, and I have to say the gameplay is seriously sloppy. You know, in my E75, I'm usually on the ball, you know, and I have to. I was just like, wow, this is so bad. You're playing so bad. You're playing so bad. You know, it's my best game so far since returning from holiday. But another thing I need to mention is that if Wargaming do decide to keep this policy in place, where they have the most expensive premium tank package released first, and the cheapest 3 days later, you know, it's gonna have that policy will have a negative effect on myself. You know, a somewhat negative. You know, this is just YouTube, they're just videos, this is just a hobby, you know, it's not the end of the world. But regardless of that, it will have a negative effect. Why is that? Because I'm not going to be buying the most expensive packages, I'm going to be buying the cheapest packages, you know. No way am I going to be buying the most expensive packages. End of story. I'm not doing it. Nah. I'm going to be buying the cheapest. So what's going to happen is, all the other YouTubers are going to be buying the most expensive packages. They're going to be releasing their videos, and of course, you know, and when it comes to reviews of brand new premium tanks, they're going to be releasing their vids 3 days before me. You know, because if this is the new policy, you know, and there's nothing I can do about that. You know, I am not gonna fork out more money just to, you know, have a review up on the same day as all the other YouTubers, you know, because the amount of money that you make from YouTube, it's just pocket money. It's literally just pocket money. It's equal to what I give my kids, you know, on a monthly basis, even though I don't actually give them pocket money. But you know what I'm saying? It's literally just pocket money. You just get enough to kind of cover your premium time, maybe get some gold. Definitely not, you know, any kind of tier 8 premium tank purchase. So if Wargaming do decide to go with this 3-day policy thing, where, you know, the most expensive package is released and then 3 days later the cheapest, it's gonna have, you know, a detrimental negative effect on my channel, because I'll never be I won't be first anymore, along with the other boys. You know, when it comes to premium tank reviews and all of that jazz. You know, first look, first impressions, and detailed stat vids. You know, and all of that. But what can you do? You know, what can you do? And yeah, what can you do? But anyhow, it's good to talk to you guys again. Like I said, let me know what you think about the Snakebite tank. It's coming out. The cheapest package is coming out on the 12th, which is in a few days, and I would really like to go ahead and purchase it. I still have a bunch of ×6 crew XP bonuses. I have like 200 plus still that were given to me by Wargaming while I was on holiday, so that was kind of cool. Thank you to Mr. Sparky for grinding out my hammer ops during while I was on holiday. So I have a hammer tank now. It's so cool to get back from holiday, and there's a, you know, what is it, tier 6, tier 7 premium tank, the hammer. And just when I first like loaded up my garage, I went straight to it, and I know it looks ugly, but to me it looks beautiful because it was free and somebody else earned it for me, and it's just, it looks glorious in high definition. You know, everything looks glorious in high definition HD on the Xbox One. And yeah, so thank you, Mr. Sparky. I really appreciate that. Yeah, nothing else to report. I am back at work. I was on holiday in Croatia, but I was off prior to that, so I'm back to work, you know, after being off for quite a while, a substantial amount of time, and I'm kind of trying to find my groove, my schedule, my mojo, and you know, when it comes to YouTubing as well as World of Tanks. So yeah, hopefully I'll get back to, you know, a video every other day. So anyhow, any questions you have for me, let me know. Do you want a garage update vid? Do you want any specific tanks, etc, etc? I'm working on a lot of noob tanks right now, trying to acquire their 6th sense. You know, I'm trying to re-establish a lot of tanks, the Hellcat, T67, you know, a whole bunch of tanks. I'm trying to kind of reactivate them, because I have quite a few considerable premium tanks. I have, you know, those boost ops, the crew XP ×6. So I'm kind of reactivating these tanks that are collecting that dust in my garage, and I'm having a great time, you know, doing that. So yeah. So, but anyhow, just shooting the breeze here. Take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos. I'll see you on the battlefield. Thank you to everybody who sends me messages when they're in game and they see me. You know, I get so many of those messages. Hey, Cosmic, love you vids and all of that. And I don't reply to all of them. And I'm so sorry about that. And I try to, you know, at least give a smiley face. Hi, thank you. You know, and anybody needs help. And yeah, I have a really kind of cool, kick-ass community out there, and you know, so thank you all of you, you know, for subscribing to me, putting up with me. You know, I know I disappear sometimes for a week or two, for a month or two, and then I come back, and when I do come back, I always still see the same people, you know, in the comments, etc, etc. But what can I say? I'm not 25, I'm not single, I don't live alone, and you know, stuff happens. Just stuff happens. So much frigging stuff happens. You know, it's just. Anyhow, take it easy, guys. Adios, muchachos. Let me know about the Snakebite tank. Pretty please, with sugar on top. Can I have one, please? Please. Take it easy, guys.